What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about basically how to leverage as much money as humanly possible and how to start scaling rental properties and stuff like that, and risks, reward, and all of that. And this is exactly the method that I'm currently using. So I know this is literally step by step of what I'm doing. So it's not like some fake scenario bullshit. It's literally what I'm doing. So again, yeah, it's 5 in the morning. Don't judge my hair. So basically, the way we're going to use this is I have an example. So there's a $200,000 house in Texas. Is the example I'm going to be using. You buy that house, right? Now there are a lot of different ways you can get loans, mortgage, all of that stuff, right? So obviously the cheapest one is the 3.5% FHA loan. Now is this the best option? You can only use this one time. I would not use it for rental property, to be honest, but again, that is your call. So what I do is I do a 5% down. Now I do this with myself and two of my business partners, so that way we can leverage as much as humanly possible, and we don't really get in hot water in a sense. So again, 5% down now of $200,000. That is $10,000. They're like, oh, okay, sweet, right? So the way we do it is we're currently in the process of buying up 6 rental properties within the next couple of months here. And the way we're doing it is we're each just doing 2. So I'm going to need to put $10,000 down. Now this is quite simple. It's not very expensive at all. So $10,000, pretty good starting amount for a $200,000 home. Now, I do a 15-year mortgage, 3.25%. I can refinance that down lower to 2.4% in a little bit, not right now. So that is then what is going to happen. So my monthly payment on that is $1,400 a month. I do a property management realty group. They cost me $100 a month. They got the tenant in there, or they're about to get the tenant in there because I'm about to close on the home. Then from that process on, basically my total cost is $1,500. It's being rented out for $1,600 flat, which means I have $100 a month positive cash flow on that property. I put that aside on a different house. Now, you're like, okay, this is similar to like the video I saw yesterday, yada, yada, yada. Yes, except now we're just going into diving down. So basically I have $10,000 equity in this home currently. I have $190,000 that I owe on it, you know? So you're like, okay, how do I leverage this? So basically I'm going to be refinancing, as well as then I'm going to be pulling out my capital. How long do you have to wait to do this? I would suggest 6 to at least 12 months. I am going to be doing 12 months. So basically, that means around $36,000 of this home is going to be paid off, or $38,000. And now what does this mean? Okay, I can take the $38,000 out. What does this mean for me? This $38,000 isn't $38,000 cash I can play with or anything like that. That $38,000 is 3 more rental properties that I can add onto my portfolio. How am I doing that math? Again, 5% down on a $200,000 home. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. We do the exact same thing. Same rental property company, tenant, tenant, tenant. Usually, they get them in there within the first week of owning the place. Now, obviously, the worst case scenarios, again, this is all just hypothetical, because this is just an example that I'm doing that you can use. So it's not going to work the same. It's not a cookie cutter way to do it, but it's about 90% of what you truly need. So you're then going to get that. Again, you have to go through the bank steps. You have to have good credit. You gotta have some capital. There's a lot of things you need. And again, that is just the nitpicky of stuff. And again, it is different for everyone's financial situation. If you have more cash, you can do just cash offers over and over and over again. You're gonna get approved easier. If you have a higher income, you're gonna get approved easier. If your credit score is better, you're gonna get approved easier, right? There are a lot of different factors that just factor into this. And you can do this with multiple people, right? Depending on your financial situations and all of that stuff. So again, that's how I look at it. But this is just how you do it. This is how you basically take owning 1 rental property within the span of a year into owning 4 rental properties. This is how you take $10,000 and basically turn it into $800,000. Now, how did I do that math? Each rental property is worth $200,000. I put $10,000 in the first one. Then once I refinance and take out the equity in that first one within the first year, I then get 3 more. So that means I'm now at 4 rental properties. Each one is worth $200,000. Now, am I worth $800,000? No, that's not how it works. But do I have $800,000 worth of properties? Yes, I do. And that is how you turn a $10,000 original investment into owning $800,000 worth of real estate. That is this method. That is how leveraging money works. Are there risks involved? Yes, of course. If you don't have a tenant, you're basically going to be stuck paying $1,400 a month for 4 houses. So you'll literally be looking at $6,200 every single month, or $5,800, whatever the math is. Now, obviously, that is not good, because if you can't pay that, it's not good. So yes, there are risks involved. So don't overextend yourself. Don't get like 20, 30, 40, 50 rental properties right away, because obviously if you have $100,000 saved up, at that point you can technically get 10 rental properties. But if all of those don't lease out or rent out within the first month, you'd then have a $14,000 bill that month that you have to pay off. So again, be very, very careful on how much you leverage. Same thing, it's like in the stock market when you use margin. You have double, triple, or quadruple margin options that you can do. Now again, if you have 10,000, you can literally trade with 40,000. But if you lose 10% of 40,000, you lose $4,000. But they take that out of your 10,000, so you technically lost 40%. You lost almost half of your portfolio income. So again, the risk is always more on you than instead of the banks. Banks don't have too much risk. They get their money either way. The big guys always get their money. So be careful. Watch out for yourself. This is just a way to basically turn 10,000 into 800,000 within a year. But again, that is just 10,000 cash into $800 worth in real estate when it is then paid off. So it's not $10,000 to $800,000 cash within a year. No. But again, this is one option, and then you can keep growing it from there and compounding it, and just increases and goes faster. That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out, guys.